Hail to thee, my kindred. I hope you're all having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and night, wherever and whenever you are. Hi, hello, I'm here. You're here. Like I said yesterday, we're just gonna finish up this little visual novel because, well, I'm certainly sure, certainly sure that is, I think that's two words that basically mean the same thing. Just smack together like that. The English language and its consequences. What I'm trying to say is that we're close to the end of the story. And so I want to finish it up because I'm, sure that we will be able to finish it up within the next hour. And considering it's the weekend, I would rather do that now than in the week. Leave the week for other things. Well, we can leave the weekend for these easier, things. I can go from this and then go to something else if I do finish it up within the hour. Or an hour and a half, depends, really. I didn't download anything else. I forgot to download another thing. I probably will do that, whenever I finish this up. I should have done that prior to finishing this up. That would have been the smart thing to do, but when was I last known for being smart? Let us continue then with this little story, yeah? Continue. On Operation Seriously Do Not Think About That Boy, Day 2, where we still have our little periwinkle fellow here attempting to not think about Pastille. And I don't know if I'm mispronouncing that to this day. I assume I'm not. I assume it's similar to the word pastel, like pastel. Pastel colors, Pastille. Whatever. I've tried working, I've tried doing chores, I've even tried to cook. All miserable failures. And that's why today I'm taking drastic measures. Complete escapism. That does not sound like the most healthiest way to do things. But, who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? I'm returning to my roots. I'll reread one of my favorite series. If nothing else, it should make a nice source of inspiration. Periwinkle pulls out volume 1 of a certain manga from his bookshelf. Fabric of Our Love. How many years has it been? Look at that. Doesn't that kind of... I guess it'd be weird to say that she looks like Sailor Moon, but she kind of does. Not that I've ever watched Sailor Moon, but I feel like everybody knows what Sailor Moon looks like. The dresses were always drawn so beautifully in this series, and I still think of them from time to time. It's the story of a girl who's fallen for a handsome prince, the standard fare for the types of manga I read. Her mother is a talented seamstress who designs all sorts of dazzling gowns for her to wear, and when the prince sees her in one, he becomes smitten with her. At first, she's in heaven. This is the prince of her dreams. But she soon wonders if the prince is only attracted to the dresses, the glamour, and not the poor girl underneath. Ooh, that's kinda deep, huh? That's kinda deep. Until the prince reveals... I shouldn't spoil it. The ending is too sweet. After admiring the cover art for a while, Periwinkle finally opens the book and begins to read. Just as lovely as I remember. Such detail and such delicate line work. Okay, no, I'm not. You're literally complimenting yourself. I know you drew this. You are literally the person who makes this. It's like... It reminds me of that meme of, it's not really a meme, but the Invincible show where the guy's talking about animation and how hard it is to animate stuff, and it's like, okay, Invincible, we get it. I wouldn't blame the prince for noticing the dresses before the girl. They really are so beautiful. Come to think of it, the way this prince is drawn, his short fluffy hair, his gentle features remind me of... Periwinkle closes the book in a panic. This was dangerous. I can't risk even thinking of his name. And there's even a later chapter where he's dressed in servant's clothing. There are too many parallels. Periwinkle rolls across his bed and slides the book back into its place on his shelf. This isn't fair. How can one of my most beloved series be off limits in my time of need? He scans through the different titles once more before landing on the 12-volume series. I don't remember this one so as clearly, but as an all-girl story, it should be safe. Periwinkle pulls a new book from his shelf and quietly immerses himself in its fictional world. Before I knew it, I'd finished reading all 12 volumes. The whole day had flown by, right by. Reading 12 volumes, that is something. I don't know if that's an easy thing to do. I haven't read a manga in a while. I know it takes time, though. So 12 volumes in one day is quite the binge, I think, from what I last remember. I couldn't help but keep turning the pages. The story was so much more than I remembered. The protagonist was nothing to write home about but her childhood friend. What a moving character arc. She's very charismatic from the start, and the kind of person you'd think has it all figured out, but you couldn't be more wrong. Over the course of the series, she goes through so many love interests. Back in the day, I had assumed it was because the author couldn't make up their mind. But reading it all at once, it must have been planned from the beginning. These doomed relationships are merely self-sabotage, a distraction from pursuing her one true love. Oh god, is this some kind of is this a parallel? is this gonna be like a parallel kind of thing? We'll see. She never realized the obvious answer until the very end, and what an emotional finale. When she finally confessed and the two girls shared their first kiss. The fireworks! Could anything be more romantic? Her tears of happiness, finally being honest with herself and with her best friend. How lovely. The well of loneliness that is her character is portrayed so flawlessly. She's the most real of them all. Ending the story in that way would have been an injustice. She deserved the world. I own this author's follow-up series, don't I? Time to get some snacks and start searching for it. I can't resist diving in right away. It is like midnight, my boy. Midnight, probably. And you are talking about reading more? I can't blame you. I did the same thing with anime back in the day. I would go through one anime and just be like, damn, I'm now sad that anime's done. Okay, now time to go to the next one. Operation Escape Reality, Day 3. Periwinkle continued to read. And read. Until he heard a knock at his door. Pastel? No, that isn't his knock. Wait, I was trying to forget about him. Though I suppose it means I was successful for a while. I even forgot that I was avoiding something to begin with. Who could this person be, we wonder? When he opens the door, Periwinkle is greeted by a small crowd of friends and acquaintances. Periwinkle, get dressed. We're hitting the clubs. Damn, imagine that. Can you imagine just having a bunch of people you kind of know and friends just pull up to your house and just tell you to get dressed up? Come on, we gotta go to a party. We gotta get drunk. Come on, it'll be fun. That would be, at that point, it's like, damn. The Candy Worker game, indeed, Kenzo. And hail to thee. I hope you've been having a fantastic day on this weekend. I still brain. Jeez, sorry. I was gonna say something else as well, but like I just brain just decided no. Brain gave me a forceful stop. But yes, we were back to the game. Now you're still sick. You're not even feeling a little bit better. Not even after the soup so lovingly made for you. That is unfortunate. You will get better soon. That is always assured. You can't breathe through your nose. Oh damn. that is not so good. Okay, maybe you won't get soon. I mean, you won't get good. You won't feel good soon, but you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll live. Trust. And maybe drink some warm liquids so that it heats up the nostrils and maybe it'll help you breathe. It sometimes works out for me. Periwinkle, get dressed. We're hitting the clubs. I do like this character's design. Himbo Witch. Wow. Himbo Witch. I love his like shirt though. His like wait, oh, it's because he's like he doesn't have one sleeve on. That makes sense. Still, if it was just like this piece, I don't even know if you can see my mouse moving around. I'd dress up like that. That's kind of drippy. Wow, the whole cavalry's arrived. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to decline. Tonight isn't going to work for me. What? But no one's seen you in ages. You haven't abandoned us for a new scene, have you? Oh, nothing like that. I've just been a little preoccupied. I'm taking some time to myself at the moment. Nothing wrong with a little self-care, but are you sure you don't want to come out and enjoy the nightlife? I don't know. I've fallen so far behind on my work. Choosing work over getting laid? Now I know something's up with you. How offensive. I have more going on than just going out and flirting with everyone I meet. Of course, of course. I do appreciate the invitation, though. Thank you for thinking of me. We just had to come and make sure you were still alive. The clubs are lonely without you. I'll have to make my grand return some other time then. Have a lovely evening. Wow, to make that character design and just have him be a one-time character, come on. I need to see that boy more. I need to see that himbo one more time. And some Nam better bring this man back. I love that design. Maybe it's just the reds. I do like red. The group waves goodbye and disappears into the night. It's been a while since I've had to turn them down. Periwinkle leans his back against the door and sighs. I'm definitely not in any state to go clubbing right now. No matter how much it warms my heart to know that I am missed, I know I won't be making the same mistakes as the other night. I can't go recklessly diving into the comforting arms of another as long as my mind is still hung up on Pastel. But how long will I remain in this state? Shutting myself away, binge reading comics, these were emergency measures. I can't avoid the outside world forever. In any case, shouldn't Pastel be returning here at some point? From where we left Oz, I'd have expected him to come knocking as soon as possible. And yet, it's been 3 full days now, hasn't it? How long could he possibly abstain from my touch? Or is something wrong? Not the candy person. Any time the candy guy gets mentioned, you just have to mention something about him being a candy person, huh? He's not even made of candy. And we have a person that's made of candy. For real, for real. I guess you haven't seen that person. almost makes me want to replay that other game I played just so that you can see the candy person. I shouldn't be thinking about any of this, but I'm beginning to feel annoyed, confused. If he never comes back, I suppose my problem would go away on its own. But I hate the thought of that. As things are now, I'd only be haunted by thoughts of what I could have possibly done wrong. You will not be here to watch the candy shop worker game? No, come on, Kenzo, it's not that bad. What is my plan then? Continue to ping-pong back and forth between these extreme emotional states? He rubs his eyes in exhaustion. I'll worry about this tomorrow. Periwinkle steps back into his room and tucks himself into bed with his books. But it's the candy shop worker. It's still quite the lovely story. Listen, the way I'll phrase it is that it'll be just like this game, 7 out of 10. You know, it would be a 10 out of 10 if it didn't involve candy workers, but it'll be a 7 out of 10, I promise. Trust. But an hour later, another knock comes. This time, the pattern is unmistakable. Pastel is here. Well. So he's come after all. Despite all my hard work of trying to forget, I've actually been waiting for this moment, haven't I? Why did I say that? That came out like weird. My voice kind of like, not cracked, but it did something. No. Because I was just like, no, not the candy person, not again. Haunted. You're haunted. I don't care what these feelings might mean anymore. I'm tired of fighting them. I just want Pastel. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, forgive me for yawning. He opens the door, and sure enough, Pastel is the one he finds standing there. Hi. Why, good evening. And what could you have possibly come for at this hour? To, pick up where we left off the other night? Maybe? It's about time. Come in, come in. Oh, sorry, I meant to see you again sooner. I had a few things to sort out before I... Hush now. That's not where we left off at all, was it? Huh? Yeah, I guess not. I'm more interested on how you got me home that night. You see, the last thing I remember is sitting on that bench. Oh, well, I was having a hard time walking you up, so I just ended up carrying you. The whole way? By yourself? I mean, having a broom to ride helped a lot. I forget that witches have brooms they can just ride. Huh, I guess that would be rather convenient. It's like a bicycle, not even a bicycle, it's like a motorcycle you could just call at any moment. Periwinkle closes in. We rode it together then? That was the easiest way, yes. You must have held me close so I wouldn't fall. I did. Putting your hands all over me, You're happy Periwinkle is happy, but not happy that the candy shop worker is happy. Kenzo's the #1 candy shop worker hater. Oh, goodness gracious. You bring a bit of a laugh to me, I must say. Your hatred of candy shop workers is amusing. I didn't fill you up while you were unconscious. He gives him a big kiss. I was only kidding. But you also changed my clothes. Because I thought you'd be more comfortable that way. It was an innocent gesture. I can't believe you saw my bare chest. I've already seen it. Gah! I love that face Periwinkle's making. Both have the same kind of like eye thing, bro. I love these like the I don't know what to call these symbols, right? The like I call them like the crocodiles because that's what they call them in math class. But like that's just I love it. I love it. Candy shop workers don't deserve the thing we all know and call emotion of happiness. Damn, that is harsh. That is harsh, Kenzo. Very harsh of you. It might be the sickness, though. I'll excuse it as the sickness. You're so disgruntled by being sick that you cannot fathom others, such as candy shop workers, being happy. They are just suspicious. Just because people are suspicious does not mean they don't deserve happiness. Then again, I suppose I wouldn't have myself too much of a problem if they weren't happy. They are not human, therefore I do not care. They are evil? If you say so. Pastel suddenly lifts him by the waist and hoists him over his shoulder. Pastel? What? Please handle me more delicately. Damn, Pastel kinda strong, though. E-V-I-L. Evil! You remind me of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, just evil! When they reach the bed, Pastel falls backwards onto it, taking Periwinkle with him. Wowzers. They pause there a moment, laughs fading to soft breaths. You forgot to turn the light off. Well, I can't get up now. Yes, exactly. How can he be so impatient after making me wait for so long? Oh well. Chapter 6. Longing. Me when I don't know. I was gonna say something dumb but funny, but then I forgot. I awake to a rustling sound. My bed is empty again, but when I roll over, Pastel is there, standing in front of my closet. I sit up, rubbing the sleep from my eyes. What if we replaced his name with Evil? That would just be silly, Kenzo. That would be very silly. He's holding a box. As he lifts it onto the top shelf, its contents shift, making a clatter noise. But accurate? If you say so, Kenzo, if you say so. Utterly confused as to what he's doing, I finally call out to him. Pastel? Sorry, I didn't break anything, I promise. What are you doing in my closet? Huh? You said I could clean up. Hmm? Oh, is there anything I won't agree to in my sleep? I'm sorry, I thought you were awake when I asked. I'll stop. I do. Oh, yeah, dude, look at the background. Things are definitely a lot more clean. There's no clutter all over the floor. That's kind of an interesting little detail to add. You will prove your point someday, the world will see. You will convince the world. You can try, you can go ahead. Nobody's gonna try and stop you unless what you're doing is illegal. Then I suppose somebody's gonna try and stop you. The police will attempt at least. I don't know about the average person. It will be like a comedic hijinks moment, you know? It'll be something out of the comics, seeing you break into some poor candy shop owner's shop just to try and find evidence of find evidence of wrongdoing. You're gonna do it You're gonna do it very legally? Let's hope so. It's fine. I just didn't expect to wake up to you rifling through my things. That wasn't my intention. I just felt like organizing stuff. What do people normally do on the morning after? I guess I should have made breakfast. Oh, I want to eat pancakes. Great, I'll make some. Pastel practically bolts from the room to get started on cooking. Oh, Pastel. By causing property damage. I don't think that's very legal. I think that's the opposite of legal, but you know, to each their own. Stretchy. It's very legal? Where? Africa? Like. Looking around the room, he did much more than organize my closet. The books I'd been reading were all tucked back into their proper places on the bookshelf. The clothes that had been strewn across the floor or otherwise left hanging in ridiculous places now sat in the hamper waiting to be washed. Okay, you're doing it with reason. Even the pile of unfolded laundry I previously abandoned was now absent, properly folded and placed into the appropriate drawers by Pastel. In a word, I'm in awe. How long had it been at this? Had he been at this, and while I was asleep? It shouldn't even be possible. I have so much more floor space than I remembered. How did he manage to do that? Periwinkle puts on a fresh pair of pajamas and walks out to the kitchen in a daze. Hey, pancakes are ready. Oh, is it too soon to say I love you? Please enjoy. Periwinkle takes his seat at the table and digs in. They're delicious. Perfectly light and fluffy, the optimal amount of syrup and whipped cream. Every bite is so heavenly I could cry. I've never felt so emotional over food. What has this boy done to me? I was right about him being the culinary type. I didn't think I would get to try his cooking so soon. This is a surprise attack. He even... but how did how did those get there? I have to ask. Pastel, where did you get these strawberries? I saw you had some jam, so I used a little magic to change its form. Is that okay? Maybe I would have asked first. I should have asked first. I just remembered you like strawberries, so... You want pancakes now? True. You know what I haven't had in a while? Even though I could probably make them, I'm too lazy to do so. Frickin' French toast. I have not had French toast in a millennia and a half. I miss French toast, man. You're gonna ask him to make you pancakes? Go forth and get your pancakes, Kenzo. Is there any limit to how thoughtful one can be? It's more than okay. This is the best breakfast I've ever had. I'm sure you're exaggerating. They're just pancakes. Careful, my sweet. If you say it like that, I'm going to start asking you to cook my every meal. Fine, you got me. They're special gourmet pancakes I can only whip up every once in a while. Lucky me. Periwinkle finishes his pancakes while Pastel begins washing the dishes. This may just be the most spoiled I've ever felt. Being with Pastel is like getting caught in the endless whirl of positive feelings. No wonder I've become obsessed with him. This boy is dangerously kind. After these past few emotionally tumultuous days, how could I possibly turn away from his comfort? Periwinkle rests his elbows on the table, head tilted into his palm as he washes Pastel in his kitchen. Out of curiosity, earlier before I woke up, what made you ask to start cleaning my room? Oh, I noticed it was getting harder to walk around. I think I stepped in on some of your clothes when I carried you in there last night. Sorry. That's nothing to apologize for. It was fun. Anyway, I felt a little bad about it. So I figured if I'm going to be coming back here so often, I might as well help clean. I'm not getting ahead of myself, am I? Sorry, I didn't mean... Not at all! Startled by the sudden outburst, Pastel stops what he's doing. Silly Pastel, you're always welcome here. Well, thank you. Fine. Okay, enough, I'll admit it. I'm stupidly, desperately, absolutely, ridiculously in love with Pastel. Finally, he said it to himself at the very least. There, I said it, or at least I'm saying it to myself. Exactly. First step, very big, not small. Even if it is small, it's still a very big step. I'll accept this. Pastel is incredible. Who wouldn't fall for him? I don't want anyone else anymore. I've been poisoned by this perfect boy. The problem now is what to do about it. Weird question, but would you want to, date you? Yes. Clean the rest of your house together? It'll be more fun than it sounds, and if you get bored, we can do something else. Pastel. I just thought if we did it together, you'd get a say in where everything goes, so nothing ends up getting lost. Pastel, and it's totally fine if you don't want me going through your stuff anymore. We really don't have to. Pastel, it's fine. I think it's a lovely idea. Really? Yes, in fact, I'd appreciate your help. One thing or another has always come up when I try to clean on my own. I'm simply useless at it. Then I'll take the lead. I wanted to start with these boxes up by the couch. Pastel already had a plan for everything, it seemed. His energy was contagious. He was right that it would be fun. It was entertaining even just watching him go. To see him dart around the room so energetically, finding the perfect place for everything, for every little thing. He truly has a talent for organization. Meanwhile, I mostly played the role of assistant. He would ask for my input every now and then, or instruct me to place something he found somewhere across the room. He made little decisions like that so easily. If it were me, I'd get stuck on every one. But he saw everything through effortlessly. It was nothing short of amazing. And so, in a few short hours, the entire house had become neat and tidy. Okay, I think I'm satisfied. You? And don't you think you deserve to be rewarded for all your hard work? I should have seen that one coming. But no, not right now. I should actually get going. You won't stay? I promised Gumdrop I'd be back for the afternoon shift. She'll start to worry if I don't come back soon. I'll save your reward for next time then. Pastel slips on his jacket and shoes. Just before he leaves, he turns back to face Periwinkle. By the way, I was thinking... Yes? There are some days my friends travel out of town for alchemy stuff. So if you ever wanted to drop by while I'm working on those days, I think that'd be okay. That's, the most I can do right now. Sorry. I'll gladly take you up on that. I'd love to keep you company. Great. Okay then. Pastel gives him a quick peck on the cheek before saying goodbye and walking out the door. Periwinkle is such a mess for this boy, I swear. What was all of that? It was extremely domestic. I can't be imagining things, can I? He said it was okay to come and visit him? That has to mean something, doesn't it? The brows are furrowed. Oh no, he's thinking super hard. Periwinkle begins pacing around the room. Now, let's not get carried away. This is a delicate situation. Dropping these intense feelings onto him out of nowhere may only serve to scare him off. Neither of us was looking for a committed relationship from the beginning. That was made explicitly clear early on. And yet, he isn't playing fair. My heart can't take this. Well, he doesn't know your heart is taking it, so to be fair on him. Periwinkle throws himself onto the couch dramatically. There's no way I'll be able to stop thinking of him now. Even being at home has become a reminder in it of itself. Everything is nice because of him, and now I'm suffering. This is simply too much. There has to be a way for me to safely indulge in these romantic feelings. I don't know if there is a safe way to indulge in romantic feelings other than being romantic with a person and them being romantic with you, but you go off, King. You try. You gotta try something, I suppose. Things are fine as they are, progressing even. If I just let it run its natural course, then maybe we'll end up. And what do I want out of this? To be with him forever? Me? I haven't had a single healthy long-term relationship in my entire life. Love isn't in the cards for someone like me. I can't even recognize myself right now. Calm down. I'm overreacting again. Nothing has effectively changed just yet. I can't keep fighting myself on this. I'm in love with Pastel, no matter what it entails, that's the reality. He still isn't quite ready for me to meet his friends, which means there isn't any room to advance further at the moment. I have to be patient. At the very least, I hope accepting all this lets my magic return to normal. I need to nap. A nap. Let me take some coffee, because I do have a little bit of a stuffy nose myself. This is a daily thing for me, essentially, around this time of the year. To be fair, it did snow a couple of days. Was it yesterday? Yesterday morning, I think it was Friday morning. It snowed. So that tells you the type of weather shifting there is around in these parts. The weather just can't decide on whether to become warm or remain cold. And it's messing with me, as it always does. But at least I don't have allergies, which is nice. The trees, I don't think, have really even begun trying to have sex yet, so, it's not all that bad. And so, over the next few weeks, Periwinkle would come by Adelyre Streets to spend time with Pastel. What to go for this time? Having the royal crown wouldn't make sense. Cat ears? I think the cat ears to represent, cat ears and the tail. Just to represent how much he refused to accept his love. Because he kind of acts like a cat a little bit, like a very, very nice cat, I guess. That's such a weird way to put things. But we have, I just wanna be silly this time around. Just give him the cat ears. He always stood there so sweetly behind the counter, and then I would waltz in, pretending to be just another customer, browsing the aisles before meandering over to him. Others would stop in every now and again, but there was ample time in which I had him completely to myself. That's when I'd take the opportunity to shout, this place smells just like you, my sweet. I think it's the other way around. Do I smell like a candy or something? Why else do you think I want to eat you up? Please don't say things like that when there are customers here. Customers? I don't see anyone. I know, I mean, just in general. You don't want to get turned on at work? That is not allowed. Oh, goodness gracious. Our exchanges were mostly innocent, unlike other partners I paid visits to in the past. He was very adamant about not fooling around at work, not that it ever stopped me from teasing him about it. Periwinkle washes as Pastel, armed with a rag and a bottle of cleaner, sprays down the counter in front of him. I think I understand your love for cleaning. Are you making fun of me? This is my job, you know. Oh, should I have paid you when you cleaned my house? I'll send you an invoice. Could I pay you in kisses? That's hard to turn down, actually. It was fun seeing him hard at work. The only side of him most people would ever be aware of. They'll never know of the lust bubbling beneath the surface, his nervous, vulnerable laughter when I've said something he wanted to hear, his gentle touch, the way he can take my hand so casually, and yet becomes a stuttering mess as soon as I lean over him, his sense of humor, his sincerity, his quirks, his genuine desires to always provide the exact perfect thing to make me smile. No, the depths of Pastel are reserved for me alone. Welcome to Adeline Sweets! Periwinkle gives a little twirl and winks to Pastel, who's trying his best to stifle his laughter. I mean, yeah, this is a little much, huh? Definitely a little something to see Periwinkle dressed up in the same garb. Wait, this is the dress as well. This is probably gumdrops. Good thing I put the cat ears in the tail, huh? How was that? Do you think it suits me? Not in the slightest. You're too elegant for a place like this. I can be cute too, you know, can't I? You are, but you're gonna need more than that on your resume if you want the job. What? You mean I can't get in through nepotism alone? It looks like you already have a successful career in another field. You're overqualified, so I'm gonna have to turn you down. You're right. Besides, if you were my boss, we'd probably have to stop fucking. Perry! I truly, truly love him. Even the days we'd talk about nothing at all, I wouldn't give up for the world. And the days he would open up to me, even more so. Sai can be really frustrating sometimes. But she's my best friend. I still care about her, even when she messes up. She's lucky to have you. Yeah, she really is. Anyone else would have given up on her by now. For years, she would just lock herself in her lab, making all this candy, bragging about how cool her alchemy is compared to magic. She barely ever talked to anyone else, and when she did, it was to berate them over something. Who treats their own customers like that? Who do you think pays for the roof over our heads? Sorry, I don't want to give you a bad impression of her. She's gotten much better recently. It sounds complicated. At least your patience is paying off, Yeah, seems like it. At one point, it was kind of up to a coin toss on whether I'd stay or go. A coin toss? How extreme. Not really. It was more like whether or not she could prove she actually felt empathy. Anyway, it turns out she's not a complete monster, so here I am. Sorry, I'm still giving you a bad impression of her, aren't I? You can just disregard everything I said. Saya's great. I believe you. She must be if you've put up with her for such. She must be if you've put up with so much from her. Yeah. I treasure every moment I got to spend with Pastel. Even without a label on what exactly our relationship was, I could enjoy myself all the same. In truth, I was only biding my time, but it didn't really feel like that at all. Just being near him was enough. One day, he finally asked it. The question I've been waiting to hear. Do you want to meet my friends? Well, yes, but are you sure? No, but it feels stupid to keep avoiding it. I started worrying it'd happen on accident one of these days. I don't think I would survive that, so we should just go, before I change my mind. Right now? Yes, come on. The boy is like, listen, he wants to go do that thing, he's gonna make it happen. Pastel takes Periwinkle by the hand, and the pair hastily makes their way to Atelier Suites. Slightly out of breath, Pastel stops just before reaching their destination. Okay, give me a minute. After we rushed all the way here, don't back down, my sweet. I know, I'm preparing mentally. I've never done this before. I know it'll be fine. I just. Take your time. We'll go in when you're ready. Okay, I think I'm only getting more nervous standing out here thinking about it. Let's just go in. After you. The meeting itself was nothing memorable. Gumdrop was incredibly human for a golem made out of candy. Syrup was about what I expected, curt, but also warm. For all its build-up, the interaction itself was anticlimactic, a quick exchange of pleasantries before the candy alchemist called her golem back downstairs. It didn't feel real. Had I acted normal, come across as my usual self? It had only just happened, but it's already a blur. I held Pastel's hand in the end, I remembered that. He had been so nervous I could practically hear his heart beating out of his chest. I hadn't understood how stressful it would be for him. I felt guilty at having put him through it, although the idea was his to begin with. He decided to go through that for himself, for me. This seemingly mundane interaction that meant so much more for the both of us. Pastel? Sorry, I'm okay. I feel stupid having made such a big deal out of it. Of course it all turned out just fine. It was important to you. We all get worked up over things we care about, don't we? Are you including yourself in that? You seem like you always have it together. Oh, am I hiding it that well? Anyway, we can go. How is he going to react when he discovers what a mess I've been? Pastel walks me home and promises to return later tonight. Things will move forward from there, won't they? Or is it too soon? Maybe it's too much for one day. I don't want to add it to his stress. Why is this so difficult? His perception of me could be completely destroyed, tarnished. But that's a risk worth taking, isn't it? I don't know. I've never confessed to anyone. That night, Periwinkle laid on the floor in the middle of his living room and waited. Okay, maybe don't do that. You have a couch, you know? You have a couch. I'd expected this night to come eventually, and yet I still don't feel any more prepared for it. Periwinkle idly taps his wand on one of the candles on the table. Still peachy, the curse is not yet lifted. Pastel's knock finally comes, and Periwinkle rises to answer. Oh, it smells nice in here. Is that your magic? You like it? It's my latest specialty. Ah, that what a treat. Sorry, just give me a moment. I'm like kinda burpy for some reason. Have you eaten yet? I could make us a special dinner. Oh, what's the occasion? Celebrating the fact nothing went horribly wrong today. I brought a few things if I could just borrow your stove. By all means. I once again found myself in the excruciatingly domestic situation of watching Pastel prepare a meal in my kitchen. There's no way he doesn't realize it, right? That we've been acting as a couple for a long time now? It's just that neither of us have bothered to address it. Shouldn't it be properly acknowledged? Pastel chats with me as he cooks, but I'm admittedly distracted by these thoughts. Perhaps putting a name to it would only cause it to unravel. Currently, there's no expectation. We're free to see whoever else we like, though it doesn't seem either of us are doing that. Pastel approaches the table where Periwinkle sits, holding a plate in each hand. Ta-da! Pasta's ready! Oh, bon appetit! Maybe he's already decided we're a couple and I'm just obsessing over formalities. What does it matter as long as the two of us are happy? And I really am happy. His cooking tastes wonderful. Perry, you okay? Yes? You were being so quiet. I started to worry that I messed up our dinner somehow. No, it's delicious. I was just lost in the pasta is all. Forgive me. I didn't mean to worry you. I need to get out of my head. Pastel is right here in front of me. You're back? Welcome back, Kenzo. Did you get your pancakes as you set out to get your pancakes on your little side quest? Maybe I should call it your main quest. I assume you have nothing more to do on this fine day other than be sick and live. I hope you did get your pancakes. Maybe there are not pancakes materials. Like that one time there wasn't bread. You missed quite a bit. Pastel finally decided to introduce Periwinkle to his friends, and things went fine. It was pretty anticlimactic. You got a tad sidetracked, but the pancakes are being made. Roger that. Good to know that you are getting what you want. Especially in this time of illness and sickery. That's not a word, but I like saying it. Sickery. It should be one. What else happened while you were missing? Periwinkle finally admitted to being in love. Well, admitted to himself mentally that he's in love with Pastel. And has been holding off for the past few weeks, not knowing what to do because they both entered this relationship knowing, like being very straightforward about not forming a relationship and whatnot. And now that it's been months and whatever, Periwinkle is like, oh my god, I think I'm in love with this man. And they're being very domestic. And Periwinkle is very much overthinking everything, I think. Very much an overthinker when it comes to this. And now we're here having dinner at Periwinkle's home before I assume they're gonna shaboing. Pastel is here in front of me, and I'm too distracted to savor it. Forget my doubts, we'll just have to see where the night takes us. Periwinkle takes his plate to the sink and begins to wash. I can take care of that. Nonsense, you just cooked us dinner. It's your turn to relax, my sweet. Are you sure? Are you sure I can't help? I wouldn't mind at all. You can help by bringing me your plate when you're finished. Okay. Pastel does as he's told, then wanders over to the couch. Hey, if you have anyone you want to introduce me to, I'd be happy to meet them, return the favor sort of thing. I know it can be awkward though, so if not, that's okay too. No one comes to mind. Huh, really? Sure, I know a lot of people, but I couldn't say I'm particularly close with any of them. Except maybe one, but you've already met my business partner. Ah, at the apothecary, right? Precisely. What's with that look? No, nothing. I just don't know what to say now. You expected someone as charismatic as me to have all sorts of new people to introduce you to then? I guess so. I'm just surprised. I, really like being around you. So I expected that to be true for your other friends too. I'd say you're probably the closest I've ever been with someone. Literally speaking. They laugh together, then fall into a comfortable silence. With their heads leaned with their heads leaned together, Periwinkle nuzzles his face into Pastel's shoulder affectionately. After a few moments, Pastel asks, "Do you want to get in bed? For sleep or for pleasure? That's up to you." Periwinkle stands, then turns around to take Pastel's hand. Come then. He leads him into the bedroom, closing the door behind them. And when he does, Pastel speaks up again. You know, I'm still finding it hard to believe that there's no one else you're close to. 2 is a reasonable number. You had 2 friends as well, did you not? Syrup and Gumdrop. Fair point, but counting you makes 3. You have me beat. Perhaps I should try harder to catch up. Periwinkle collapses into bed while Pastel sits down beside him. I think I prefer it, though, keeping a healthy distance from others. Really? How come? He has striped socks. Sorry, this is a random thing I noticed. I don't think I've only ever seen striped socks like once in my life. So it's like a rarity for me to see striped socks. I don't know why. It's just how my life has been so far. Just striped socks are not really a thing. The alternative has been disastrous in my experience. Far too intense. Huh, what do you mean by that? Goodness, my best example is the worst one. In my teenage years, there was a boy I would have done anything for. I wanted his approval so badly. I wanted to be loved. It's funny, I can't even think of what drew me to him. I suppose he was just a vessel to project onto, an idealized boyfriend that this shortcut to happiness. Poor guy, he didn't know what to do with the torrent of feelings I've been forcing onto him. We were young. I love that. I love that. A love like that is much too painful, if it can even be called love. It took some practice to be able to separate the emotions out, to be able to indulge in the romantic and sexual energy I craved, while protecting my fragile heart. But ever since I figured it out, I've gotten to experience all sorts of love through these casual flings. What am I saying? It's perfect for me, the ideal life, really. Don't listen to me, Pastel. I don't know if your heart is as fragile as you think. You don't believe me? Despite what it seems, I have the heart of an innocent maiden. I don't know about innocent, but... Pastel leans forward and lays his head on Periwinkle's chest. Sounds pretty strong to me. It's beating harder now. because you suddenly embraced me. See, this is what I mean by fragile. Periwinkle struggles out from under him, and the pair sits facing each other on the bed. You know, at first I thought romantic stuff was just a formality for you, but you actually love it, huh? Are you only realizing that now? I guess not. What are you trying to say, Pastel? That it's okay for me to love you? That it'll be safe? That I'll be safe? Then hurry up and kiss me. Okay, sorry to keep you waiting. Pastel closes the distance between them. I'm too weak. The words won't come out. As they kiss, Periwinkle becomes more and more entangled in his thoughts. It hurts. I want to be even closer. He lets himself fall backwards, bringing Pastel down with him. This isn't nearly enough to satisfy me. Just please don't stop. Periwinkle's heart cried out. His jumbled emotions caught in his throat, manifesting through his hands clinging desperately to Pastel, who continued to kiss him and hold him through the night. This is getting kind of sad. It's making me kind of sad. I've never had a casual fling turn to romantic feelings, but I have had romantic feelings for a person before. It's just kind of reminding me of things. Oh no. I just hope this ends right or fine, I just hope it ends happily. It probably will, all things considered. It is a nom nom nami game. I would be surprised if it didn't end up, happy. Oh no? Yeah, oh no on so many levels. And especially with that little story that he just told to Pastel, it does get me to worry a little bit. You saying something reminded you of something? Oh no, no! It's like the darker times. It's like it's like a cascading effect. The story reminded me of something, which then reminded you of something. Oh no! It's like an echo. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to remind you of something. I was just I was just trying to, bring my own little thoughts into play. That was all I was trying to do. I was trying to bring some extra little commentary. It was not my intention to bring up bad thoughts. The next morning, Periwinkle steps out and onto his doorstep with a heavy sigh. If I lay around in bed all day, I'll only feel more miserable. He's all hoodied up. I need to stop avoiding my work. I have to talk to Astragalus. She isn't going to be pleased with me, though. Holding his mantle tightly, he makes his way to the apothecary. When he arrives, Astragalus is preoccupied with arranging some of her merchandise. She turns abruptly at the unexpected sound of the door's chime. Hey, we're not open yet. Huh? Periwinkle? Good morning, Astragalus. I haven't seen you all month. I barely recognize you under that hood. I was about to come and knock on your damn door if you didn't show your face here soon. You've got a huge backlog of orders waiting. I can't take them. My magic is useless. What do you mean, useless? Periwinkle meekly hands over one of his pale pink vials. This is all I can make. It's been this way for ages. Let me see. Astragalus unscrews the top and eyes Periwinkle suspiciously before giving it a whiff. Ooh, that's powerful. Not bad though. Warms me right up. Could stand to be diluted a little, just to make it less overwhelming. So, what's got you stuck on a scent like this? It's Pastel. He's ruined me. I'll never be able to return to the way I was before. I see. So things got complicated, just like I warned you. Mm-hmm. I love him so much, I think I might die. Come on. Back room, now. Periwinkle nods and obediently follows Astragalus into her private office. He quietly takes in his surroundings before he suddenly turns to him with a raised finger. Don't touch anything. Astragalus drags a beanbag chair right from out from the corner and plops it in the middle of the room unceremoniously. Sit. It's dusty. You're such a diva. She gives it a couple good smacks, beating the dust into the air instead. Now sit. Very well. He complies, and Astragalus spins her office chair around to face him. I don't know why this is so funny. She's like posted up. I don't know. It's just the way she's sitting. It's like, bro, I would sit similarly. I have that exact same chair, by the way. That's the type of chair I'd be having right now. Just an office chair. All right, Periwinkle. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna brew us up some tea. And you are gonna explain everything from the beginning. Explain what? About Pastel, even the stuff I already know, everything from the top. Everything? Skip the bedroom details, obviously. Just walk me through everything important that happened since you met. I don't want to. Reliving it all is going to make things worse. Astragalus stands and walks over to her kettle to start the tea. Alright, you lovesick dolt. You wanna know why exactly your magic's been stuck like that? It's because you don't have an outlet for all those emotions. Instead, you keep bottling them up. Literally, I guess. It's all that comes out because it's all there is inside you. Well, isn't that just bad for witches? So let it all out. What? You think I'm gonna judge you? No, I don't know. Would you rather spill it all to him instead? I can't. It's too much. Then tell it to me, a neutral third party. Actually, I can't say that I'm neutral. I'd need to find a new supplier if you couldn't fill my orders anymore. I do feel a little more at ease imagining this all a business matter for you. Then just think of it like that. Astragalus pours their tea and returns to her seat with 2 mugs in hand. Why is my reading getting worse right now? With a heavy sigh, Periwinkle finally relents and begins his story. I told her everything I could think of. My first impressions of him, how he continuously subverted my expectations, my mistakes appearing where I shouldn't have, then going into a desperate spiral as I tried to rid myself of the guilt over it. How he was the one to come to apologize afterwards, our date which was so wonderful, but which also laid bare the feelings I was too afraid to acknowledge. How I latched onto any alternative explanation I could in order to escape them. At the moment I could finally admit it to myself, all the ways he changed my life for the better, how we grew closer and closer while I held those feelings to get tighter into my chest. I told her how he had finally worked up the courage to introduce me to his friends, how his hand trembled in mine as we walked out the door together. At this point of contention, a far off goal I had decided would have to be met before advancing everything up to the state I'm in now, useless, paralyzed, and sobbing. Astragalus listened patiently through all of it. She asked questions from time to time, clarifications on the time frame, certain details. Her reaffirming comments offered such comfort, such relief to this pain I'd kept confined to my own heart, until finally I had nothing left to say. Astragalus sits back in her chair and heaves a sigh. So, how are you feeling? There's a certain clarity in laying it all out at once, but I still don't know what I can do to push those things forward. Could I even handle the rejection? He won't reject you. What makes you so certain? That boy is madly in love with you. Why else would he devote all that time and energy to making you happy? Because I'm great in bed, obviously. Quit deflecting. You know that's not it. That's not all it is. I don't want to leave any room for doubt. If I were to confess now and it didn't go well, I'd be destroyed beyond repair. That's why if I'm going to say it, I want it to be a sure thing. Life ain't about sure things. Even so, I'm going to wait for the let me reread that. Even so, I'm going to wait for the opportune moment before exposing my vulnerable heart. As long as you've got a plan. Astragalus leans down to pick up Periwinkle's empty mug, then holds it out in front of him. Try your magic again. Whatever scent you want, just pour it right in the cup. Periwinkle nervously draws his wand, holds it out to the cup, then closes his eyes and taps. Is it chamomile? It isn't peach? I'm cured. Yeah, dumbass, did you forget this is an apothecary? It is, isn't it? Next time you've got a problem with your magic, don't sit around crying about it on your own. Come straight to me and I'll fix you up. Thank you, I'm truly glad that we're friends. I would be lost without you. Business associates, don't forget I've got loads of orders for you now that you're back to normal. I'll go home and fill them right away. Hold on, I misread that. But first, may I hug you? Not a chance. It was worth a shot. You'll accept my platonic affection one day. Yeah, get out of my office, Periwinkle. Yeah, I also kind of forgot she's an apothecary, so she wouldn't know how to, deal with magic problems. It's kind of like, no duh, right? The pair exits the back room, but they only make it a few steps out before Periwinkle turns on his heel. Oh, one more thing before I go. What's up? I've been curious to ask. The last time I was here, you told me that magic can be interpreted as a judge of one's character. Oh, right. When I changed my mind about Pastel. Yes, precisely. It's rather impressive that you could see through to his true nature, despite having only just met. Sure, but he was pretty easy to read. Don't be too impressed. Well? Well, what? What does my magic say about me? I'm dying to know. Your magic was always lively and carefree, compassionate too, like Pastel's. How can you possibly read something like carefree from perfume? Hey, I'm just telling you the vibes I've gotten over the years. Your aromas prioritize pleasure, but there was definitely a hint of loneliness in them too. Alright, now I know you're making things up. I've always had someone to keep me company. Just because you've always got someone around doesn't mean you can't be lonely. And I suppose someone like you would know a thing or two about loneliness, No, I'm not lonely at all. In fact, I prefer to be alone. You, on the other hand, can't stand it even for a second. That's why you always run off chasing someone to fill the void. Well, that certainly isn't true. The peach stuff you gave me earlier was pure loneliness. It was crying out like, please, Pastel, never leave me. This isn't fun anymore. Forget that I asked. Sorry, couldn't resist. I suppose you're right, though. I haven't been able to tell him that in words. I can't keep holding back. He has to know, no matter the outcome. Good luck, okay? I'm sure it'll turn out just fine. Yes, it likely will. Thank you again. I'm truly grateful for all that you've done for me. Astragalus waves him off, and Periwinkle leaves the apothecary with new resolves. Sniffer. Sorry, just I'm trying to breathe properly, because you ain't the only one whose nose is all weird and funky. My nose is also half the time trying to be clogged, the other half trying to not be clogged. I spent the next several days catching up on my work. Magic truly does come so easily with a clear mind. If only I'd swallowed my pride sooner. I completed batch after batch almost effortlessly, going down the long checklist Astragalus had given me. I hadn't even felt tired by the end of it, as if all this energy had been stored up inside me all along. It was a relief to return to somewhat normalcy. Thinking of Pastel no longer caused my heart to ache, at least not enough to put me in a state of total despondence. Instead, those thoughts served as motion. The way forward was clear. I would tell him how I felt, and surely things will turn out just fine. The following night, Pastel shows up on Periwinkle's doorstep. Get dressed, I want to take you somewhere. Oh, and where exactly am I being whisked away to? You'll see. Wear comfortable shoes, okay? How mysterious. Very well. I'll be ready momentarily. This is it. The dramatic confession scene is upon us. I have to look my best, for good luck, of course. And for confidence. Okay. Little stretch. Goodness gracious. Here we are. I'm kind of I'm kind of jittery a little bit. I don't know. This story has me hooked. I'm waiting to see how this confession goes. Let's see what to wear this time around. We can go just like this. Maybe with a light choker. Maybe. Let's see, what other things do we have? I have the wings. I don't think I want the wings or the tails. I think I'll go with just the light choker. There we go. Hand in hand, the pair makes their way to the train station. He had been planning something while I was sequestered away with my work. Pastel is always so full of surprises. How positively delightful. I hope I didn't interrupt any plans you had for the night. Oh, not at all. It was about time I got out of the house again. I've actually had a very productive past several days, toiling away over my perfumes. I thought that might be the case since you hadn't dropped by in a while. Did you miss me? Well, Periwinkle hugs Pastel's arm tightly as they continue their walk. I missed you too. Feelings. Rah! When Pastel and I stepped off the train, we're greeted by grassy fields and a sky full of luminous stars. Just where was he taking me? A trail of lanterns light the lone path forward. Pastel takes the lead. It's a bit of a walk from here, but I promise it'll be worth it. A long walk, Couldn't we take a ride on your broom together? Nah, it'd defeat the purpose. It'll feel more rewarding getting there on foot. Fair enough. Tragic, though, that you'd willingly pass on the opportunity for me to cling to you. We can fly on the way back if you want. Pastel offers his hand again, which Periwinkle takes with a smile. Ah, look at that dress. They're cute. Tell me more about your relationship with magic. What do you mean? It was the same when we cleaned my house together. You insisted on doing things manually. Not that I minded at all. Seeing you lift so many heavy things was a treat in itself. Well, ever since I was young, it was clear I was, ridiculously talented, as they put it. My moms wanted me to be a traditional wish. They enrolled me in one of the top schools so I could learn from the best. It was an all-girls school though. I guess I was young enough to no one realized I was a boy. I really didn't belong there on any level, but I kept at it as long as I could, just enough to keep my parents happy until I could go out and live on my own. I guess I still don't understand why exactly, but I always felt uncomfortable using my magic. It felt like cheating, like this kind of power shouldn't come so easily. Sai thought so too. I guess that's why I latched on to her when we met. She used to really hate magic, which worked out perfectly for me. It was a good excuse to pretend to be a regular human like her. So that's what I did for the past 7 years. 7 years? That's quite a long time. You don't trust this humble candy worker? Humble candy shop worker? That doesn't exist. don't defame my boy. He doesn't deserve it. He's just a man who doesn't wish to use his magic. 7 years? That's quite a long time. Yeah, but there was a lot to distract me back then. It took a while to get Adelaire's sweets up and running, and Sai did eventually find out. I thought she'd disown me when she did, but instead she told me I shouldn't have hid it, even though I doubt we would have become friends if I told her from the beginning. Quite impossible to please, You have no idea. But ever since she said that, I've been able to start embracing magic again, on my own terms. I'm beginning to grasp why he values her so highly. Sorry that I just kept talking about myself. Don't apologize, I'm the one who asked. Besides, I'm content to listen. Say as much as you like. Thanks. Periwinkle gives Pastel's hand a reassuring squeeze. I love him. I have to find the right moment to tell him that. Should it be now, during this romantic walk? But he still has yet to reveal our destination. What do you have in store for me, Pastel? I think I might be too used to how Sai is. She's usually so preoccupied with her own stuff. It's so nice having someone who actually wants to listen to me. And that makes her sound like she's such a horrible friend. She's really not. You certainly haven't made a convincing case for her. I know, but that wasn't the point I was trying to make. Oh? Yes? Let me start over. Pastel takes a deep breath before continuing. Going back to what we were talking about before, with my magic and everything. I think I have trouble accepting myself for what I am. I tend to hide things even when I don't need to. Being with you feels like it's better not to hide, like I'm allowed to just be. Or more like celebrated for being? I don't know, that feels weird to say. You can stop me if I'm being too much. It's because I love you. Why can't I just say that? Oh, we're here. We are? When we came up over the hill, the vastness of the night sky overwhelmed me. But more than that, the field of small blue flowers that stretched as far as the eye could see matched it so perfectly. Pastel! They're periwinkles. When I looked up where to find some, I found out about this place. Apparently it's a famous date spot. I thought you'd like to see it, so... I should have told you I'm weak to romance, Pastel. I shouldn't. I think I said should have. Shouldn't have told you I'm weak to romance. A glint catches Periwinkle's eye and he looks up to notice a meteor shower has begun. Ah! Oh goodness, it started just in time. You planned this too? Well, I knew it was supposed to be happening tonight, so wow, this is incredibly romantic. My goodness, Pastel. Pastel? What? Periwinkle tackles Pastel to the ground, landing them in the field of flowers. This is perfect. I don't know what else to say. I'm speechless. I guess I went a little overboard. A little? This is the most romantic thing anyone's ever done for me. He buries his face in Pastel's chest, holding him close. Well, there's actually one more thing I wanted to say. He can feel Pastel's heart pounding. Where do I start? You know how Sai and Gundrop are really important to me? I always thought that I needed to keep myself available for them, to take care of the store and everything. But in practice, that just meant I never really took any time for myself. Like, my own needs were something I could just bury and it would be fine, because it's for their sake. The candy shop worker is existing in peace again. Yes, he is. I guess that's part of why I'd go out with random guys in secret, as something just for me, totally detached from everything else. I tried having a real relationship once. It didn't work out, obviously. I never told Sai about him, but that made me think that I was right to continue on the way I had been, since I wasn't willing to let my priorities shift. Periwinkle grasps Pastel's cloak a little tighter. What are you saying? I guess, that with you, I don't mind it as much. He's going to beat me to it at this rate? I can't let that happen. Periwinkle suddenly rolls himself on top of Pastel, pinning him down. Pastel, I'm in love with you. What? Since when? I don't know. Maybe this whole time? I only admitted it to myself that morning you made me pancakes. That's what it took? Why? How long have you felt this way? Since having to carry you home after spending the day together, I think that's when I first realized it. Then why didn't you say something? I've been suffering in silence this entire time. I thought you wanted to keep it casual. We saw each other almost every day. How is that casual? But you never acted any differently, and I was busy sorting through my own feelings anyway. So was I. Just, why do you post that comment in the chat? Like, he's happy? Like, shocked face? That fucking emote is getting me. It's that emote, and you always use that same emote too. Wait, what does it even mean? I'm sorry, you're ruining the moment. You're ruining it. You're making me laugh when I should be feeling happy and shit. Seeing this person, this fiend, this undeserving person is happy makes you not happy. Oh my god, Ken, please cease. God, that fucking emo is too good. It can convey so much. It must not be. Just keep it out of my way. He is creation. Creatin. He is a creatin. I think you mean cretin, but sure. Creatin. Almost sounds like creatine. I'm feeling lightheaded. But that's no excuse for how long you kept me waiting. I won't forgive you. What? Why are you smiling like that? It's cute, seeing you all worked up like this. Periwinkle struggles to his feet and begins stomping away. You could have saved me a lot of heartache, you know. Pastel sits up, straightening out his cloak and retrieving his hat. Where are you going? Come back. No, I'm too upset. Perry, I was convinced that I'd cursed myself with some kind of love potion. My fake aphrodisiac turned real. That creature. The creature indeed. What in the world? Because we didn't fuck that day. Fucking was supposed to be the entire point of it. Perry, Everything spiraled out of control since then. I couldn't stop thinking about you. You broke my magic. For weeks and weeks, all I could conjure was that stupid peach blossom scent. Really? Yes, until just the other day, which I spent crying in the dusty back room of the apothecary telling Astragalus all about it. After all that, everything I spent so long preparing my heart for, you have the nerve to try to confess first? I'm sorry. Don't apologize. I already said I won't forgive you. What do you want me to do then? I don't know. Fucking kiss me if you love me so much. Oh, Periwinkle is pressed right now. Periwinkle is pressed. Pastel approaches, gently raising a hand to Periwinkle's cheek, and does exactly as he's told. I love you. Periwinkle's heart skips a beat. I love you too. He hugs Pastel tightly, careful not to knock him over this time. It takes everything I've got to keep myself from bursting into tears. I won't ruin my makeup on this perfect date. This beautiful place that Pastel shows just for us. I can't have my memory of this perfect night obscured by tears. It looks like the meteor shower's over. Take me home. Are you still mad at me? I'm not mad at you. I've never seen you like this. I don't know how else I should interpret it. I'm overwhelmed, elated, relieved, and frustrated. I want to get in bed so that you can hold me close all night. I don't think I'll be convinced that this was real unless you do that. So, please? That sounds really nice. Okay, if it's to convince you, I guess I have no choice. There's music? Well, that is nice. I was surprised. I'm gonna be a little quiet during this. The world has to move, and with that we have to make do. But I don't want to do anything without you. Let's go, it's over. We support this. Come on, Kenzo. What I think. You look so pretty in pink. Oh wow. They went a little bit all out with this little outro, huh? This is so nice, so nice. No more happy candy shop worker. Them being happy should be illegal. I'm glad it's not. I'm glad it's not. I don't know if I can take a screenshot of this, but oh, there they go. Aw, what an adorable little couple. Thanks for playing. More like thanks for making the game. Thank you for playing Starry Flowers, a beautiful memoir detailing my first experience with true love. As a reward for finishing the story, you may now access extra scenes and bonus chapters, along with a lovely image gallery. A memoir? Perry, how detailed is this? Don't worry, my sweet. I've kindly skipped over all the sex scenes, so you have nothing to be embarrassed about. The stuff leading up to those is still embarrassing. How much did you leave in? Oh, it doesn't matter. This isn't canon, merely an excuse to speak directly to the reader. I would never reveal such private details about you, such as your fetishes, without your explicit consent. That's enough. End the scene. Please enjoy the bonus material. Thanks again. Why? I don't know. We might have to check the bonus material. Maybe, sort of. But do excuse me for a second. I must use the restroom. I will be right back. God damn, this is why I love Nami games, dude. They're so good. They're so good and so sweet. It's like, I will shill Nami till the end of my days whenever I get the chance. Be right back. Alrighty, I have returned from my journey. My nose is still weird. That's okay. Extras. Oh, I'll get to the extra scenes, bonus chapters. How many bonus chapters are there? Okay, there's the prologue, stay, 4.5, and then 7.5. Let's look at the gallery first, real quick. Gallery. Oh, there's a lot of galleries, huh? Oh, and the music as well. That's a lovely date. Pastel. Periwinkle. Astragalus. Spooky Soiree. Romantic Evening, which I think sounds a lot like. Yeah, kind of. Starry Flowers. Pink and Pretty. Just the whole song right there. So good. So good. So good. Gallery 1. It's just all the stuff from the first couple of chapters, I imagine. The himbo! Okay, so this is all like the little scene bits where you actually see the characters. Gallery 2 is what they are showing on the screen every now and again. Gallery 3. Ah, okay, like the tall scenes. And then just this. Cute. You could make this a sticker. I'm gonna be honest. This could be a little sticker. Probably was. Probably, I assume. Concept art. Ooh, I love looking at concept art. You'll make it stickier? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Explain. What do you mean by that? Oh, outfit designs for you'll make it sticker. Oh, sticker. I can't read. You know, maybe that's more telling of me than it is of anything else of where my mind tends to lie. Sweater. Okay, I would have loved to have seen this because I love characters with sweaters. I mean, look at me. You know, I got a sweater, but crop out the evil we know as the candy shop person. Oh, hush. Astragalus right there. In all her glory. Oh, right. I forgot the name, but like this is the gal from the other game that I mentioned that showed up once. I guess this was the design for her after, right? Because the previous, well, I say previous game, I don't know how long the time skips are. Would have been probably a couple of years by then, because she was in high school in that first game she gets introduced in. And this is her as an adult. This is that, is the word you thought sticker even a word? Stickier? Yeah, stickier is a word. It's when something is more sticky. Stickier. This is the gal at the potions shop, I think. The himbo. A fire witch of some kind, clearly, with this design. I love the boots. The nasty the nasty witch. That's the only name we've got for this witch. The nasty witch. She's the one that, like, I'm assuming she is the one that just freaks the hell out when we're at the shop, when past Periwinkle's at the shop talking to this gal about potential cures for like love potions, and she's like, you think a love potion is easy to make? Stickier, so stupid. Like, why is it like that? Why is it spelled like that? I don't know. I didn't make up this language. Ask the humans of the late world that is no longer here. Oh, this is like concept for how it should look when you're reading it through. I see. That's kind of cool. I didn't think about that. You'd have to like think about how this would show up on the screen. And that's it for the concept art. Hmm. Let's see. Extra scenes, old photos. Pastel is happily organizing Periwinkle's closet with conscious permission this time. What's in this box? Ah, did you find my hidden collection of sex toys? No, I'm pretty sure that's not what's in here. What a boring reaction. How could you be so sure? Because if it was, I probably would have known about it by now. Touché. You would need indeed. Can I open it? Let's see. Periwinkle rose out of bed to kneel next to Pastel. Ah, some of my old modeling photos are in here, along with a few other keepsakes. Modeling? Yes, a rather short-lived career. It wasn't quite what I'd hoped for. Being made to look that way being made to look the way someone else wants. I'm much happier dressing myself, thank you. I'm not some doll. Nothing against other models, of course. It just wasn't for me. You can look through them if you'd like. I only kept the ones I looked best in. You've gotten so quiet. What kinds of naughty photos are you imagining? I wasn't. I just didn't want to intrude on your past. Intrude all you like. My past, present, and future are all yours for the taking, my sweet. Okay, I'm looking. Pastel opens the box, and picks up the small stack of photos contained in them. Periwinkle watches over his shoulder as he goes through them. It's been a while since I've seen these. Goodness, I look so unhappy in some of them. Could I keep this one? Sorry, I hope that's not weird to ask. You just look really nice in this one in particular. Yeah, he shows one of the only ones where I actually look like what I'm wearing. How did you guess, Pastel? What? Did I read that right? She shows one of the only ones where I actually like where I'm wearing. Okay, what I'm wearing. I misread that. You thought we were finished with the candy shop person? We are never finished. Take it. The rest can be thrown away. I don't need them anymore. Ah, okay. Maybe I should take more than one then. If it's more photos you want, I can take sexier ones for you. Ah, never mind. I'm going to be too embarrassed to even look at these on my own anyway. It's fine. Ah, in that case, could I take sexy photos of you instead? Oh, so you have pancakes? Yes! No! Okay. The busted lamp. I want to go through these extra scenes just to have that extra bit before we go to the extra chapters, because I feel like the bonus chapters are probably not canon to this little story. But the extra scenes, I guess you could argue those are not canon either, but they're like things that could happen. Things that could very easily have been a part of like some epilogue, maybe. I suppose that's what 7.5 is supposed to be, right? Sort of like an epilogue chapter. Oh, they even added a little flower next to it so that you know that you've checked through it. Okay, busted lamp. Today, Astragalus has asked Pastel to work his magic on her busted lamp. He happily agrees. Meanwhile, Periwinkle looks on, her arms folded and pouting. There, how's it look? It's not exactly like it was before, but beggars can't be choosers. It'd help if I knew the original shape. I had to guess from looking at the pieces. Nah, better dense than a pile of glass. Thanks, kiddo. You should probably do something to fix your boyfriend's face next. My face doesn't need fixing. I'm looking flawless as ever. Perry, if you're finished being used, however, I'd like to have you back now, please. It was just a small favor. I really don't mind. In fact, I'm happy to help. See, he's more than willing. Stop exploiting his kindness. Let me know if there's anything else I can fix for you, ma'am. Now that you mention it, I'm sure there were a few other things. I'll be right back. Wait, more chapters of the candy shop person? Yes. Astragalus takes her repair lamp. He repaired the lamp and heads into her office to retrieve the next broken object. Perry, it's nothing to get over. It's nothing to get upset over. This is just an excuse for us to go to get to know each other better. I would rather you not be categorized as a tool in her mind, but if you insist, I'll let her know if she starts asking too much of me, okay? So no more pouting, okay? How could I refuse such a gentle command? As long as you're in a better mood now. I am. Besides, it was quite hilarious to see you call her ma'am in earnest. Your happy thoughts have been ruined. Oh, shush. Huh? She's older than us, isn't she? We should respect our elders. Pastel, if you call her an elder to her face, she'll go absolutely ballistic. Turns out there were a few things I've got him right here. Hmm? Oh, look at that. You really did fix his face. Damn, nice work. Listen, Astragalus, you'll never guess what Pastel just said. Wait, you're telling her? Didn't you just say she'll get mad? What am I supposed to get mad at? You. I was like, were you saying something behind my back? But he's on screen. He's getting on screen. He's getting screen time. What did you expect? The Kenzo, what did you expect? You expected him to not get screen time? Perry, please, I'm innocent. There, no more screen time until I click this. Ha ha ha, I'm evil. Periwinkle walks into Atalaya Suites to pick up Pastel for a date, but instead he's greeted to an enthusiastic Golem. Gumdrop! I fucking love Gumdrop. Gumdrop is so cute. I love her. You get to see Gumdrop, the literal candy person. Look at her. Look at her. How can you hate that face? She's so cute. Oh no, another candy shop worker? She's not just a candy shop worker. She is candy. Periwinkle is here. Welcome. Gumdrop, how lovely to see you. I've come to retrieve my boyfriend. Master Pastel is downstairs with syrup right now. He will return soon if you do not mind waiting. Certainly, I'm in no rush. You aren't one for small talk, are you, Gumdrop? Small talk? Yes, I think talking at a normal volume is best. She's so dumb. She's just like me. How funny! Pastel's giving you quite the sense of humor. Master Pastel is wonderful. I love him very much. I feel the same. He is always so happy when he comes back from visiting you. Thank you for always taking care of him. Oh, it's my pleasure. I was hoping to take care of him tonight as well. Please do. It is fun to watch his face turn pink, like mine. Gumdrop, what are you telling him? Yes, pink, just like that. Ah, there you are, my sweet. Are you ready to spend a lovely evening with me? I can't believe I let this happen. You two should never be allowed to speak to each other unsupervised. Oh, if I'm not allowed... If it is not allowed, I will refrain from greeting him next time. Don't listen to him, Gumdrop. He just doesn't want us trading information. Please, tell me more about how Pastel acts on the mornings after he slept over. Perry, no, we're leaving right now. No two candy shop workers. Your terror is only getting worse and worse. I'm just glad to see Gumdrop. I'm glad to see like characters that show up. One character that hasn't showed up because they're a part of another game is Nutmeg, who's like an owl. This game has gone down to a 6. Oh, shut up. I miss Nutmeg. I like my owl gals. Nutmeg is like a little owl gal, and she's very stern, and she has glasses. She's very cute as well. But she's in another game. It added another one. Cuddly Witch. Let's see what this is all about. Periwinkle and Pastel are out on a date when they run into a familiar face. Oh, it's Periwinkle. Cassia, it's been a while. How have you been? I've been just perfect. Moving in with my partners went really well. Every single night I get to fall asleep while snuggling to the both of them. Life really couldn't be better. Why are you saying no? It's just Cassia. Cassia's just another witch. Cassia's fine. Never mind, as long as the candy worker gets no screen time. Oh, you are such a complainer. Anyway, I hope things have been going just as well for you, Periwinkle. They have indeed. But first, introductions. Pastel, this is Cassia. She's a very sweet and cuddly witch, as you've probably gathered. Nice to meet you. And Cassia, this is my boyfriend, Pastel. Can you believe I finally settled down? Really? I never would have guessed. But wow, I'm so happy for you. You look so cute together. I know, right? We're a perfect match. Hehehe. I'm so glad I don't have to worry about you anymore, Periwinkle. You always used to be so closed off. It made me want to cuddle you lots and lots so that you didn't feel lonely. Is that how it was? To think her affections were only given out of pity. Is that why she attempted to pull me into her relationship back then? I'm glad there was someone out there who could open your heart. Good job, Pastel. You have all of the sadness from global depression now. You are a diva. You know that, Kenzo? A diva. It sounds like you tried your best to take care of him. I appreciate it. I really did, but he wouldn't let me in at all. I had to give up in the end. At least we can be friends now, right, Pretty Wrinkle? Yes, of course. I apologize for having you worried so. It's okay. I love saying Cassia specifically gets that treatment of "it's okay" because that's how I voiced her back in the day when I played the game with her. Reminder, one of my first streams. Not the first, but the first ones that are cataloged, I'm pretty sure, in my VOD's channel. It's a game that has her in it. I loved voice acting her. It was so much fun. As long as you promise to come over for dinner sometime, you can bring Pastel and it'll be like a double date. Doesn't that sound fun? A double date? That certainly does sound like an entertaining night. What do you think, Pastel? Would you accompany me to dinner with Cassia and her partners? Yeah, that sounds really nice. I'd love to. Then it's settled. I have to get back to my errands, but I'll contact you the next time I'm free, okay? Lovely. It was nice seeing you again. Pink hair. Oh, nothing. I just noticed you kind of have a type, don't you? And what type would that be exactly? You're not a diva? Yes, you are. Cute and pink. Please, I would say that her hair is closer to white than it is pink. Sure. Still pink, though. Oh, hush. You know you're the only one for me, sweet my sweet. I know, it's just funny. Oh, I see. You only brought it up to make fun of me. Honestly, I'm the one who's supposed to tease you. How could you turn the tables on me like this, Pastel? Sorry. Do you want a kiss? You just know the secrets? Sure you do. Yes, always. Periwinkle cheerfully accepts his apology kiss, and they continue on their way. A night in town. This is the last of the bonus scenes. Periwinkle takes Pastel out for a night on the town. But yeah, nuh-uh. Yaha. I say yaha, and because I'm a god, I win. It's been so long since I've been out to any clubs. I hope I won't stand out too much. Don't worry, my sweet. If anyone starts hitting on you, I'll come to your rescue. You're expecting me to need to be rescued? Periwinkle, glad to see you finally return to the nightlife. What if you stop believing in gods? That doesn't really work. Then you don't exist. Like I said, that's not really how that works. Not how that works. To be fair, I'm already, downgraded from god level as I used to be, canonically speaking. Pretty down there now. I'm more like a spirit these days. A bunch of spirits, technically, but, one of these days I need to get a stream going where it's just Gelato lore stream. I still have not gotten around to that, and it's because I have a difficult time to explaining Gelato lore. Gelato lore is a little complicated. But we get to see Himbo, which I'm happy about, even if it's just one type of drawing of him. Oh, and you've already picked someone up before even walking into the club. You work faster than ever. Then you don't exist for real. Nah. I picked this one up a long time ago. Allow me to introduce you. This is my boyfriend, Pastel. Hello, nice to meet you. Did I hear that right? Does this mean Periwinkle's taken himself off the market? That's correct. I wanted all of you gossips to see us together tonight. Start spreading the word. Wait, is that really why you invited me out? Question: if we were to actually listen to you, the only sane person on the earth, we would be prospering. Wait, would we be prospering? You had to correct yourself. You just get rid of the weight. Okay, hold on. Let me reread this. Question: if we were to actually listen to me, the only sane person on this earth, we would be prospering. Maybe. I would think the opposite. We might be not prospering. A secondary gain, my sweet. You should have known I'd want to show you off. Perry. Like we wouldn't have nice things. You think so? You think you would bring greatness to this earth and less evil? I think that comes more so in the small actions of a human being than any grand gestures, but you can try. Nobody's gonna stop you, probably. What a cute pic. Any chance you consider an open relationship? Absolutely not. I refuse to share. You sure? He looks like he might want to. Pastel? No, it's not that. I'm just flattered, I guess. But still, no thank you. See, we aren't the polyamorous type at all. You never stood a chance. Well, congrats to the happy couple. I'm headed inside, so see you around. Farewell. You will ban all candy shop owners from living in the EU. Damn, that's like crazy. The tyrant of Europe. Perhaps that single interaction was enough to accomplish my goal. We can return home if you'd like. Are you sure? You're not just saying that because you got a little jealous? Nonsense. I have nothing to feel jealous over. You're pouting, though. I am not. Why bother with the clubs, Too many prowling singles. I shouldn't taunt them with my perfect match. Let's return home, after all. I want you all to myself tonight. See, you did get jealous. You're being extra possessive. No, I just figured why tire ourselves out on the dance floor when we could go straight to tiring ourselves out in the bed. Perry. Not a tyrant, you will just remove all candy shops? That's a pretty tyrannical move. If you decree it, and you just have it be so because you've decreed it, that's tyranny. Coffee is over. No more cafe. It's the reasonable thing to do. We will have flying cars if candy shops didn't exist. I don't think that's true at all, in the slightest, in the most minuscule of ways. I do not think that is even close to being true. No trust? How can I when you spill such ridiculous lies? Ridiculous lies. Ridiculous. Redonkulous even. You don't tell lies? You just said a lie right there. The bonus chapters. I forgot about this. I don't know if the prologue is something that's really a bonus chapter, but we'll probably go through that anyways. That's not a lie. You can't see it, but I'm giving you a look. Let me go through these little chapters. Periwinkle is strolling through the town when he comes across a certain candy store. Adeline Sweets? Ah, so this is where it is. The place where the cute golem mascot everyone is talking about. I wonder if she's here. Periwinkle takes a peek through the window. Ah, I don't see her, but I do see something I like. Periwinkle walks in and promptly approaches the sweet pink-haired boy at the counter. My, he's even cuter up close. Why, hello there. This is the shop famous for the candy golem, is it not? Oh, yes it is. If you wanted to meet Gumdrop, you unfortunately just missed her. My bad luck on my part. I'll have to come back another time, I suppose. Sorry about that. Have a nice day. Oh, I wasn't planning on leaving just yet. After all, I came all this way. Right. In that case, I'll leave you to browse our selection. Oh no, you're not getting away that easily. Keep me company, won't you? Huh? I'm absolutely useless at making decisions, you see. Oh, certainly. Very visibly flustered by Periwinkle's words, the pink-haired boy comes out from behind the counter to assist his customer. Do you have a favorite type of candy? Or maybe a flavor? Anything to narrow it down? I'm a little fickle. What would you recommend? Well, these ones over here have been pretty popular lately. He gestures to the shelf in front of them. Periwinkle takes a step closer. I'm not asking what's popular, I'm asking what you'd recommend, Mr. Pastel. Pastel? Is that why you decided to work at a candy shop? Because of your name? No, I just ended up here. I don't think I've ever tried pastels before. How would you say they compare to other candies? Uh, I'm not sure how to answer that. Periwinkle leans in a little closer. I suppose I'll have to taste for myself, Okay, I'll ring you up. Pastel retreats behind the counter once more. Periwinkle can hardly keep himself from giggling with delight. Oh, this one is going to be fun. Okay, that's the prologue, so now we know how they met. Chapter 4.5 Stay. Pastel dismounts his broom, careful not to let the sleeping Periwinkle slip from his shoulders. Right, this is him taking him home. Him taking Periwinkle home. There we go. Time to wake up, Perry. I need your house key. Okay, well, I can't just leave you on your doorstep, so pardon me. Pastel searches Periwinkle's pockets until his fingers brush against what might be a keychain, and he pulls it out. Oh, what a cute character. Wanna tell me what it's from, or are you still sound asleep? Periwinkle's hands slip under Pastel's jacket as he snuggles into him, rubbing his chest before settling once more. Are you awake or not? Okay, I found your keys, so let's get you in bed. Pastel unlocks the door and carries Periwinkle inside. Hi, Yuki. Hail to thee. I hope you're doing quite fine. You've missed the ending and whatnot. It was so sweet. They even played a little song for the credits. And Kento is deeply depressed because they keep showing Pastel and Periwinkle being happy. Quite better? That's great to hear. Great to hear. Right now we're just going through some extra stuff, extra chapters, extra scenes and whatnot that have been unlocked because of the game, being ended. No, you're just happy for Perry. It's just a candy shop worker. How am I? How's my mood? How's my day? How am I? I am fine and dandy. And Kenzo kept giving me a great laugh. Kenzo ruined the mood when it came to a confession scene. Can you believe this? Kenzo ruined the mood. It made me just laugh my ass off a little bit. Kenzo must answer too. Kenzo, answer the question. You didn't ruin anything? Yes, you did. You ruined it. There was a confession scene where Periwinkle was taken to a field of periwinkles, because they're a flower apparently, by Pastel, and Pastel wanted to confess that, and he loved them, and it was a whole thing. It was so sweet and cute, and the comments Kenzo was displaying in the chat was just like, it just ruined it. It ruined it. Horrible and tired, and your day has been great. True. Kenzo is still sick, unfortunately. The first one is because of the candy shop worker. See, Kenzo can't help but just be a complainer. Little diva. When they reach the bedroom, Pastel gently lays him in bed. Now's your last chance to wake up. Despite his prodding, Periwinkle is unresponsive. I have to change you myself, don't I? Where are your pajamas? Pastel opens and closes each dresser drawer until he comes across Periwinkle's sleepwear. Here we go. This one looks easy to slip on. He returns to Periwinkle on the bed and gets to work to undress him. Once again, not a diva? We'll disagree. There, you're all tucked in. So I guess I'll head out now. Good night, Perry. As Pastel shifts himself off the edge of the bed to leave, Periwinkle sleepily grabs onto his sleeve, stopping him in his tracks. Stay. Perry? It's really tempting. It's really tempting. So tempting that it scares me a little. Pastel takes Periwinkle's hand and tucks it back under the blanket. Sleep well, okay? I have to head back. Sai's already gonna ask all sorts of questions. It was only supposed to be a few hours, but I was having too much fun. I couldn't just... this is serious, isn't it? Pastel hurriedly makes his way out the door, a hand over his mouth to hide his troubled expression. Alright, and the last 0.5 chapter, I love you. How are you doing, Yuki? Yuki is doing quite well, I hope. That night, the two of them lay in bed together, wrapped comfortably in each other's arms. Say it again. I love you. Periwinkle hugs him tighter each time before pulling back to ask for more. Again. I love you. He snuggles to him as close as he possibly can. Once more? Pastel whispered it in his ear this time. I love you. You can't get enough, can you? How can I? This is my ultimate fantasy. Pastel kisses his forehead. You're so cute. I love you, Pastel. I love you too. Again. This embarrassing display continued throughout the night, only stopping once Periwinkle fell asleep in Pastel's arms. That was a quick 0.5 chapter. Pastel, the type of person to skip work and then be oh man, boss is gonna be mad. He is. Nah, the man can't even skip work actually. I don't think he physically can. He'll figure out something in order not to skip work. And if he does, he'll be really like apologetic about it. If he somehow manages to skip work, which would be like impossible for him. Man is diligent if nothing else. Oh, right, the accessories. What is accessories? Oh, right, this is where we can dress him up. He's not gonna regret it, but he's gonna be apologetic. True. Maybe a little regret. You know, we don't know. There's also, where's the music? Main menu. Extras. Art gallery, probably. This was the ending credits song. I just think it was so cute. It was so cute. You should have been here for that. Yes, and no more candy people. No more candy shop people. No. What time is it? Yeah, we're only 2 hours into stream. I don't know what to do for this last bit of stream. I guess just yap. We shall just yap, I suppose. Let me change up the stream title, maybe? Where's the stream? There it is. We love this. You certainly love the fact that there's no more candy people. Just chatting. There we go. That's not how I spell hour. Why can't I spell like the simplest words? There we go. This is pure euphoria. Okay. Okay, Kenzo. I see you. Kenzo really is displeased with the candy people. I don't know what the candy shop people have done to Kenzo, but clearly Kenzo's celebratory. I want to download this song, but I don't think there's a way to do it unless you join the Patreon or something. It's so good though. I love it. Very nice, very lovely. Okay, off. No more. That's enough. What am I doing now? Just chatting screen, I suppose. Bam. And that was Starry Flowers. What a nice little game. Beautiful little game. Nom Nom never fails to just please me with their work. I love it so much. I love it so much. Fucking love it. Game was meh. You shush. Yeah, I will not stand by this, alright? I will not stand by this. Had too many candy shop workers. I'm gonna toss you. Defenestration. Yuki, help me out. We gotta defenestrate Kenzo real quick. Like, right out the window. Pull a 15th century Europe real quick. I forget which country it was specifically that is known for its historical periods in which they just tossed people out of windows during their little religious wars. I think it was like... It wasn't France. Might have been Germany. Well, Holy Roman Empire, I think, technically, but... Kenzo, let's overtake the stream. No. No, not the stream. Where are you gonna overtake it? What? Had too many candy shop workers. Like, why so many candy shop workers? Also, you agree with Yuki. Well, you two can try to overtake it, but in the end, I'm the one in control. I don't get to say that often, now that I think about it. Ain't that kind of weird? So... Tell me, how's the weather? Because it's sunny over here. It snowed, like, 2 days ago in the morning. As in from, like, I think it was from 2 to 4, basically. Which was weird. Because of this outlandish candy shop worker support needs to be stopped, I'm not supporting them. I'm just stopping you from hating them. There's a big difference. Big difference. How else am I even supposed to get my chocolate if you just keep hating on candy shop owners? I need my chocolate, man. At least every now and again. You are a supporter. You make life difficult, Kenzo. At least when it comes to candy shops and candy shop owners. I feel like it'd be very hard to run that kind of business nowadays anyways. Honestly, running any kind of small business, unless it's like a bakery. I feel like a bakery is about the only... Well, a bakery, a car shop, car repair shop, I should say. What other kinds of small things could you really even make a small business for that would actually exist more than like a couple of years? You're a peaceful person, you make life better. So says you, Kenzo, so says you. Your speech when it comes to candy shop owners has shown and proven otherwise. You tried to run a bakery? Have you now? I assume it did not turn out too well, considering you put the word tried. It failed miserably? Yikes. Yeah. I feel like in Europe, you have a higher likelihood of that working out than in the States. In the States, it's hard to run anything. It also depends on the state itself. Some states, it's like a good thing to run a business because you don't get like crazy tax. In other states, it's like, we're going to tax you $1 gazillion. It's like, oh boy. Can't wait to pay $1 gazillion to have a license. Really just depends though where you are, which I guess is kind of also a benefit because you can just move. I guess not because you suck at baking. You can bake, just competition appeared like as soon as you opened. Okay, so you got unlucky. You got unlucky with the baking, and others baked. I still imagine you could try and make it like a side gig, you know, just bake some cookies, sell them to random people. I feel like that's probably the only real way to start that kind of stuff if there is competition. Just sell one item. Sell one item and make that one item good. And see how that rolls out. At least that's what I feel like I'd do. Though I never have run any business, so I can't really talk when it comes to that. I have thought about that though. Back when I thought life was gonna go more okay than it is currently, economically speaking, I was like, you know, I'll get a job, I'll make money, I'll save up money, I'll like try to make a little small thing happen. Gosh, I had so many ideas like 6 years ago about businesses and what I'd try to run and whatnot. And then I, could not land a single fucking job. My friend does keep recommending that I join the military. And I'm like, no thank you. I'm a little too stupid for that. But hey, it's still an option, I suppose. It's always an option if push comes to shove. Because as they say, well, it's not really much of a saying these days, but it's more of an equivalence for what happens to people when they get out of high school. They used to say, if you don't make anything of yourself once you get out of high school, you either end up in the military or a strip club. One of the two. And I don't think I'd like to work at a strip club, so you know, fuck it. I guess if like in 3 years I'm still fucked, then I guess I'll have to parade myself in uniform. Your friend keeps telling you to work as a bartender. I mean, if you could pull off the gig, I suppose it's not the worst. Definitely, probably gonna have to deal with some situations that are a little bit unsavory here and there, from what I hear. Because being a bartender is pretty, it's pretty social. So you're gonna have to be dealing with social problems every now and again. Your uniform will be a dress. What? How would my uniform be a dress if I show up to the military? Yuki, that doesn't make any sense. Unless you were responding to Kenzo, but working at a strip club might be worse. Yeah, I would say so. Definitely not for me. I don't think I could even pull it off, even if I tried. So, maybe not for you, but definitely for me. Definitely for me as well. I'm not a strip club kind of guy. I could barely, like... I remember back in the day when my group of friends were still kind of together before, life does its thing. we talked about going to a strip club once, and I was like, nah, I'm good, chief. I don't think I could even walk into one. It'd be too weird. I'd feel too weirded out. What about being a bouncer? I'm 5'3", Kenzo. I'm 5'3". I don't think that would work out. Even if I did like bulk up a bit, which sure I'm trying to do, but I don't think I could pull it off. Okay, well you're 4'11". Yeah, it'd be even worse for you. I've heard it's a good gig, to be sure. You should be a stripper? No thanks. I don't think being a stripper would work out. What other jobs? I mean, bro, I can't even get myself hired to work at a grocery store. I got outcompeted even in that, which is sad. I'm kind of cooked here, folks. I'm kind of cooked here. Trying to get a normal human job is very difficult. You used to work customer service at a Walmart? Really? No. How did that work out? To be fair, I still haven't tried out to try and get hired at a fast food place. I really don't want to work at a fast food place. Not because there's anything inherently wrong with it. It's just like, it seems kind of stressful. Like the type of stress I don't think I can handle too well. Made you question life a tad bit and wonder how humans function. You know what? Fair. I feel like that's a good point for any human job that requires you to speak to other humans. How can people be this stupid? I don't know. Human beings are a mixed bag. Let me look for some music since we're just really gonna be talking in the background. Wow, I just saw somebody's... I need to not let myself just get jealous of random people doing better than me. Sorry. I see some other people's VOD numbers and I'm just like, Let's see, music. Nose, don't do that. Is it weird that I kind of want to toss myself? Just kind of, I don't know. So launch myself, ragdoll myself towards something or someone. No, literally, this guy came in and asked why a remote from his past TV wasn't working on a TV he stole from another place. Why are you telling this Why is he telling this to you? What are you supposed to do? What to do with this information? Yeah, I don't know, man. That is definitely a certain level of stupidity that is to be questioned. I feel like just be straightforward. Just be like, bro. Just be like, hello. That's you kind of stole it. You should have stolen the remote, good sir. If you were gonna steal, I guess. Why can't I find a playlist, bro? Come on. Doesn't help that my nose is just making me wanna like throw hands with myself. You didn't report him to the police? I mean, you did report him to the police. There we go. Good job. Good job. I don't know what I would have done. I probably would have let it slide. I'm gonna be honest. I probably would have just called him an idiot and just would have let him do his thing. Then you heard you were getting nothing for good deeds, so you started giving people tips on how to steal things from Walmart. To be fair, it's not that hard. I did one time, like, with a couple of buddies of mine, steal like 4 flare guns from Walmart. 4 of them on the same night, mind you. Bro, all you asked for was €1, by the way. You weren't asking for much. you were asking €1 for tips on how to steal from Walmart. That is too cheap. You should ask for more. If somebody is dumb enough to have to ask you for advice on how to steal stuff from Walmart, of all places. No, you mean for the police? Oh. For the police? From the police? Huh? Now I'm confused. A little confused. Let me put on some music. You gave the tips out for free? I don't know how loud this is gonna be. I always confuse how loud this is gonna be. Okay. Okay, you turned in a criminal. You want some kind of payment. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Like, you want payment from the police. I see. AKA €1. Understandable. Yeah, it'd be cool if, local governments paid you for that kind of stuff. You don't want much, but that's BS. It is. I agree. Very BS to not be paid for doing good deeds. Did you attempt to ask for payment? I would have done that. I would have been like, hey, Mr. Officer, can I get like $1? I guess €1 in your case. I need it for the vending machine. I'm hungry. Let's come up with some bullshit excuse. But true. I guess that's why they say don't do more than what you get paid for. If you don't get paid to be security, then don't act as security. Just continue on with your work. Unless your boss, I guess, is on your ass about it for some reason. Which in that case, if they did give out money for that, there would be bounty hunters, Space Cowboy. I mean, there are in the States for people who like decide to try and like bounce on their court dates and whatever. Why? Yeah, that's why you started giving tips on how to steal shit. True, I suppose. Fair enough, sir, fair enough. But bounty hunting is sort of a thing in the States, because people do decide to sometimes dodge their court dates and all that good shit. So there's people that go after them for like a fixed price, I suppose. I don't know how much money you would even make, because I assume most people would go to their court hearings. If they had to go to a court hearing. I suppose it's just the stupid people that decide to not go to them. I mean, sometimes some people have like legit reasons as to not going, but for the most part, I don't even know how much money you would make. Like, it can't be that often that somebody is needed to be brought into custody or something like that, but not like bad enough. Not going to a court hearing is stupid. It happens a lot more often than you would think. It happens for a lot of reasons and a lot of let's just say people that should go in there for not even illegal reasons, just like I guess technically semi-illegal reasons, but like maybe that would be getting political, but like for example, you get into the country and you're given a court date so that the court can listen to your reason for, let's say, asylum seeking, and then you decide to not go, and well, those people get away with it for the most part. So yeah, there's some reasons bounty hunters are around. Rarely do bounty hunters, I think, these days, go after people that have committed like an active, like serious crime. That's usually left to the police. Although I suppose they do still get assistance from bounty hunters every now and again. Not that you will ever often hear about that. Yuki is just popping away. You really enjoy that emote, don't you, Yuki? Yuki, Yuki, Yuki. Just having fun. And then there's Kenzo with the damn cat. What is that even from? Is that like is that from somebody, or is that just like just a random ass emote? My nose is like still. I feel like this cold has been Ken. It's from someone. Ah, I see. It's a good one. It's a very good one. Mirror used to go. Is this let me see. I guess I could turn it up a little bit. There we go. What's your I think Yuki just wants to stare at you, Kenzo. Yuki has a tendency to do that. Let me see if I can join in on the little thing going on here. I guess not. I don't really have an equivalent. I guess this is the closest thing. You see the emotes resemble a pyramid? Oh yeah. Kenzo ruined the pyramid. Is this true? Is it true? What's that noise? I like this because it's from a goddamn musical. You ruined. You see what you ruined? Oh no, Yuki's mad. Yuki's mad. You've angered the elf. Yuki, have mercy upon Kenzo. Kenzo's already sick. Maybe. Oh, you gotta keep your head. Ooh. You gotta keep your head low. I feel like drinking moon water, even though there's no water on the moon. I think need something in exchange. Like what? What do you think? What do you think I'll have to give you? What do you even wish to have? Is the good question to ask. What would you like in exchange for mercy upon Kenzo? Doesn't matter which one. Things that song has made a strong impression on my wife. Come up with something. One singular. What would a femboy like? I don't know what a femboy would like, other than like the obvious, which I am not going to say, but it starts with the letter D, and you can think about the rest of the three letters that follow that. And I am not offering that. Not today. What about a head pat? I'll give you 3 head pats for you to have mercy on Kenzo. You really do wonder? Yeah, I wonder it too sometimes. 5? Deal. 5 head pats. That'll take like a minute each. So that's like 5 minutes of head pats. I'll even use both of my hands. Scruff up your hair a little bit. Make sure the message gets sent through. Good? Good. Young man, I can sing us too. Sing a song of love and you. I wish I could sing like this guy, but I cannot. A different tune, a simple beat. You sick of machinery. To hear that heavy metal sound, the symphony of Hades Town. It's that symphony of mine. Sorry, I really like musicals. I gotta get into something new. There haven't been all that many new musicals from what I know. Maybe one outside of like, hmm. Well, actually, no. I can't think of one right now. I wonder. There probably is some like smaller stuff going on, but nothing that's popped off outside of like Epic the musical, and but that's already finished technically. Hmm. There are smaller musicals though, from two maybe three people that I can think about. La 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 lava, chicken. What is lava and chicken? Why lava and chicken? That's like two different things that don't correlate in any way, shape, or form. Explain, Yuki. I need an explanation. Like the Minecraft movie song? Yes? Oh. Minecraft, not Minecraft. I wanna play Minecraft. I wanna play Minecraft. Sorry. That reminded me of a song that's literally just about a guy wanting to play Minecraft. That's really it. You don't like that? You got it correct. That's unfortunate for you. Truly and wholly. Hmm. Hmm. Sorry, just certain thoughts are like I guess my jaw clenched a little bit too hard and I got hurt. Not really, but like you don't have brain rot. You don't get brain rot because you have no brain. You know what? That's true. You can't get brain rot if you have no brain. It's been scooped out like that ice cream scooper. Whoosh, you know? Strawberry ice cream in a tub should be made to look like brains. I feel like that would be kind of fun. Like it should have little wrinkles in it, so it looks like you're scooping out like a brain. I don't know. Maybe that should be like a Halloween thing. Your brain has two settings on its mind, and what would those be, Kenzo? I am quite curious. Share with the class if you don't mind. Two settings. What could they be? One can't be said on Twitch. You can say it on Twitch, probably. There's a way to say things on Twitch. Because if it's just you being a horn dog, you say you're a horn dog on one half of your brain. Like that. That's what I usually say. The other is how to stop the candy shop people. Wow, that is very binary. Very binary indeed. I can't believe you have like a whole section of your brain just dedicated to stopping the candy shop people. That's like dedication to the mission. I kind of want chickens. I just want like a lot of chickens. I don't know. Chickens are funny to me. I want a bunch of chicken friends. Just a little coop of them, so I can say hi and pat them on the head. You can't really pat them on the head because of their weird chicken bits, but you can pat them on like the neck or the back, I guess technically. You sprayed fart spray in this candy shop not too long ago. That is like mean. Very mean. Very mean. Why would you do such a thing? You're gonna make all the candy smell bad. It shut down? I don't think that's true. But you just post so many heart emotes. They're very colorful, by the way. They look like they're made by the same artist, too. Huh. You know, can't stop being a meanie. True. There's this little skill that I'm sort of ashamed of, that I can immediately recognize an artist but it's typically like I can recognize the art of an artist, but I can never know what the artist's name is. But I can like I'll know who what the artist does, and it's typically only most of the time that skill only works because I've seen so much NSFW stuff that I could just sometimes I see something in a completely different like freaking like Twitter thing, and I'm like, wait a second, I know that art style. And it's so embarrassing because it's like, damn, how cooked is my brain that I know certain artists, even though they can be on a completely different profile, specifically for safe for work stuff. And I'm like, damn, I know that motherfucker. I know him. I don't know who he is, but I know him. God damn. I just got an eye for these things, and that's quite unfortunate, I think. Oh, am I a gooner? Am I gone? Is it over for me, guys? Should I just clock out? I feel like I should. You're really nice. Hmm. It is. It is over. Damn. I'll be out of. Gotta use the restroom. I return from the journey to the great between lands, England. Sorry, just I get England stuck in my head sometimes. Can't believe that's a place that exists. Can you believe it exists? I can't believe it exists. Sometimes I get nightmares about it. Should I turn up the music a little bit more? I don't know. I am, but you don't do or say nice things. I do say nice things, like sprays, like like spraying fart spray in shops and catching people for money. What do you mean England doesn't exist? True, true. I suppose. I hope it doesn't. I get scared of it. It's quite scary there. You'll get stabbed. I'm getting hungry. Oh no! 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 Okay, it's coming back. It's coming back. Okay, that's only two things you have done that are bad. Sorry, I just like freaked out because the bandwidth just started dying for like no reason. Listen, we all do a couple of bad things. We're all sinners, as the good Lord says. I kind of like saying that. We're all sinners. That's just like a funny thing for me to say. We're all sinners. When was the last time I've been in a church? It's been a long ass time. Name 5 good. You am not? Okay. You are not? Come on, Yuki. You're telling me you haven't like lusted at least one time? You're an elf. That's what elves are known for. Being people that bottle up their emotions like lust and then they go crazy. I've read enough material on this. I should know. Why do I say things like that? I need to like actually die. Sorry, just had to like cough. It was the weakest cough I've ever coughed. Shush? No. No shushing the yali. Don't blep me. I can blep you too, you know? I could do it. But I don't feel like it. You know what? Fuck you. There you go. One, you donated to this hospital every other week. Oh, donate blood, I assume? Maybe money, although I don't hear of people... Yes, shushing the yali? No. No shushing the yali. Don't make me bring out Fumaro. That blep was actually hot? What does that mean? What do you mean it's hot? What do you mean it's hot? What do you mean? That's not meant to be hot. You helped this couple pick a venue for their wedding? Okay, that's actually pretty nice of you. That's very nice. That's 2 out of 5. Yuki has like some explaining to do. But I don't think Yuki will explain. No? See what I mean? No explanation from the elf. Okay, what's the next song in the playlist? That one's fine. Let's see, number 3. I kind of want some bread. There's already food, and I can't go eating something when there's already food that's been made. So I will not eat bread. I will hold off. Stand firm. Eat only the required meals. Okay, I know I'm gonna eat probably like 4 times today, knowing me, because I always eat an extra time just to make sure I go to sleep with a tummy that's full, because I very much despise going to sleep when my tummy gets all rumbly, and I don't really have any snacks outside of fruits to eat, and I love my fruits, but they don't fill me up quite well. I want to fish. I want to go fishing. I haven't gone fishing in an eternity, but I just want to get a hat on my head, put on a polo shirt, take out the shorts, maybe some tennis shoes, and, one hand at my hip, one hand on the fishing rod, sun's going up or going down. Just have a good old time. Maybe have a beer. 3. You helped teach this sex ed class on Wednesdays. Oh, okay, okay. Sex ed, that's important. Don't question that one. It just happened. I will not. Sometimes we land in places we don't really know how we get there in the first place. Me, I don't question. I listen because I'm a listener. Yuki will question though. Actually, referring to the sex ed, no, I shouldn't say that. Never mind, never mind. Let us continue on with your list. 3 out of 5. You got 2 more to go, Kenzo. 2 more. Man, I don't know what I'll do for this week. I have the week basically free because I don't have to do morning duties anymore. Fine, Yuki won't question. Yuki will stop thinking. I'm not saying you have to stop thinking, Yuki. Just be a silly boy. You already are. Even when you are thinking, you're always a silly boy. Silly, silly boy. What was I saying? Right, this entire week, this next week, because of spring break, I don't have any morning duties to perform, so I'm kind of tempted to do longer streams for this entire week. Kinda tempted. Although I don't know whether I should go for 6-hour streams or 8-hour streams. 8 hours would kind of kill me inside a little bit, because it would mean I would have to start at, at my time, 10, 10 in the morning. If I want to go from 10 to like 6, or go from 12 to 6. But anyways, yes, anyways, continue on, Kenzo. We await your 2 next nice things. You take stray cats you find to shelters. That's a very nice deed. Very nice of you. Have gotten sick from this multiple times. Oh yeah, I never think about that. The fact that you'd get sick from animals. That does happen. Cross-contamination and all that jazz. I just hope they haven't been too scratchy. I feel like stray cats are very scratchy creatures. Very bitey too. Although they look very cute when they do bite and or scratch. More when they bite. I've seen a cat charge up its bite like it's a power move it's about to perform. It's very cute, but also kind of scary. Rabies just don't exist, huh? Yeah, be careful with the rabies. That's true. I forgot rabies exist. To be fair, rabies is like one of those things that doesn't really happen all that often. At least you don't hear about it too often. No, it exists. I know it does. I know it does. You do a rabies test, bro. You're not taking chances. You should. You should. With the way you go about things, you most likely should. Yes, that is a smart thing to do. Okay, what cat is going to ignore food? True. I'm just saying, most cats are very negative in their. They're not like dogs, you know? They're not like dogs. Let's just put it that way. Although some cats are just stupid, I suppose that's true. That is something I needed to think about as well. Yeah, cats are sometimes just dumb. They're dumb and silly, silly, stupid guys and gals. I want to toss them lovingly into my arms. I want to just care. I just want to hold a cat with one hand. You know, from having 6 and now having to deal with more because he has cats. That is a lot of cats. That's 8 cats and 1 chinchilla. That's a lot of cats. I'm the only one here that's petless. I have 0 pets. The closest thing to a pet I have is El Pescado. But he's not even a pet. He's just some other guy. Very spinny guy. Oh my goodness. Stretchy. Stretch. Oh, I need to plan out what I'm gonna do for this week. I think I have Half-Life 2, I'm pretty sure. I do have some other smaller games, but not on my Steam. Oh, let me see what happened. Blah, 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 words. Oh, Psycho Pump merch. I didn't know they were selling merch. I could play Repo, I guess, at some point again. Half-Life 2, so I'll play that at some point. Obviously, there's some Mega Strikers. I never finished up Shashinka, so maybe I should get onto that. And yeah, I'm blank. That's like I have so little to do. I usually I remember when I used to have like an entire 10 games in my list of like games that I would download randomly. Now I'm like barely keeping up with that. I guess one of these days could just be just chatting stream. Maybe another doodle stream where I just doodle whatever the hell I want for no real reason. Probably gonna have two Half-Life streams probably a week. When I eat so bad, I'm so hungry. 10 more minutes. Well, technically, I'll have to wait for more than 10 minutes because I gotta heat up the food, and that's gonna take a while. You still have to give us that fifth nice thing, by the way, Kenzo. The fifth one. You have one to go. You're letting your cousin live at your house while you live with this person because he lost all of his gambling money. Oh no. I that's unfortunate to hear. I'm sorry that happened to your cousin. I hope your cousin has not caused too much trouble for you when it comes to that, because that seems like a bit of a rough thing to go through. This is why people shouldn't gamble. I don't have the money to gamble, so I'm safe. And no one told him to use all his money to gamble, true. But like many other things, gambling is a bit of an addiction. So, you know, it's very easy to do. You would understand, but all of it is kind of wild. This is why debit cards and credit cards by extension are kind of a curse. It's because it's one thing to have the money in your hand and then put it into a machine. It's completely different to try and like just, you know, use a card to do it because you don't see all that money going away. Two very different experiences. I want strawberry milk. I haven't had strawberry milk in a long time. I miss strawberry milk. I know that seems a little childish, but I do. I just haven't had the chance to buy the damn powder for it. I haven't even seen it in stores, honestly. Then again, I haven't looked for it, so maybe it's still there. I know a gas station sells one of those little like protein. I forgot the brand, but it's one of those like protein milk things, and there's a strawberry flavor for it. So if I really want one, I guess I could go there. But I feel like that costs like $3 and something cents, which is a lot. I'd rather just buy the powder, and that way I can just make a fuck ton of strawberry milk. I feel weirdly tired. I don't know why. I slept like a lot. So I don't know why I feel a little bit tired. Hmm. Well, I'm gonna go eat shrimp. Got yuca with shrimp to eat today. You want strawberry milk now? I'm sorry I've given you the cravings for it. That is my sincerest apologies for that. But it's so good, man. It's so good. I miss it. I miss so much that I haven't had in a long time. Like banana bread. Dude, cinnamon there was this one like coffee bread kind of thing that I had once. It was like a cinnamon chocolate bread thing with like coffee flavoring in it somehow. And it was so good. It was so damn good. Cinnamon, yeah. Cinnamon. Cinnamon is good. Cinnamon and sugar, very good. Stuff that has cinnamon and sugar, very nice, lovely. You like blapping, don't you, Yuki? Are you just doing it because you want me to blep back at you? Is that why? Kenzo is thinking. Don't know why or about what, but they're thinking. No? Hmm. Maybe? Mm-hmm. You get a little one, a little blep. Blep. There you go. I kind of want to get carried away. Literally, I mean, carried away to bed. Someone lift me off my chair. Just take me away. Don't know why. Hmm. I'm having silly thoughts. Silly thoughts and ideas. Maybe that's what happens when I read literally a romance visual novel and finish it up. It just makes me want romance in my own life. Tell? Tell what? Tell what? Oh, the ideas, the silly ideas. I guess, well, they're not too many. They're just like all cuddly little bullshit things that go on in there. Sometimes Yalato is like, damn. Other times he's like, wouldn't it be nice to just hug somebody? Wouldn't it be nice, you know? Like in a romantic sense, because I could, I guess I could hug the matriarch, but that's platonic, you know? I want like romance. I want love. I want to go out, hug somebody in public, hold their hand. I don't know. I guess Jolly's just feeling a little sappy. You would hug me? Aw, you are a cutie patootie. Why is a Mitski song of all time like playing now? That's just coincidental. What is this message? Okay, somebody's just sending me some random phone number. I'm not gonna respond to it, obviously, but it is a random phone number that's just appeared, texting me. Don't know why. I want to like go out somewhere and like light a fire, a little campfire, just hang out with people. Even though I know I'd be quiet most of the time, anyways, as I usually am. Hmm. I miss drinking with my buddies. I think I just miss my buddies in general. I don't know what they're out there doing. I know some of them were in the military for a little while. Some of them have quit the military. One of them was a construction guy for a little while, from last I heard. Hmm. Like I need to just make more friends. I don't know. Life gets a little better when you have friends. I know that much. So I'll have to work on that somehow. Don't know how though. Being an adult and making friends is a little rough. You're back. Kenzo's returned to us. Good thing they missed all the sappiness. Well, stream's almost at the end. We got about 2 minutes. 2 minutes until stream ends. Anything you guys are gonna do for the rest of your nights? Or, is it just chillaxing, relaxing? Because I still technically have a bit in my day left. It's only a bit later in the afternoon. At least for me. Yes, talk to me. I suppose so. Because yesterday you fell asleep? That's what happened, huh? Maybe something? You don't have to tell, Kenzo. You don't have to tell. You can just say you got plans and that's all. If it's personal, if it's personal. Well, that's fine with me, Yuki. You could talk to me. I will probably be preparing food though, so it will be a couple of minutes. You have to tell? Oh, now you've piqued Yuki's curiosity. If it's personal, you have to tell. Kenzo's muted. Kenzo has silenced themselves. They're probably fucking. Just joking. But that's what adults do, don't they? I don't know. I haven't done it. In my 300,000 to 500,000 years of existing, I've not fucked a single person. I'm not Zeus, that much is for sure. That man can't keep himself from fucking. Anyhow, stream's ending. I hope you all have a great rest of your mornings, afternoons, evenings, and nights, wherever and whenever you are. May the gods bless you and may the stars shine in your honor. I shall see you. I shall see you all tomorrow. And per chance is not a word. That is not a word. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a great rest of your nights, yeah?